What you're about to hear is a different kind of battle cry. Not for an external conflict with weapons and shields, but for the silent war raging within your own being. It's the war where your pulse quickens when challenged, where your thoughts spiral into a maelstrom when a message goes unread, where a casual remark can eclipse your entire day. Yet, on the surface, you manage a smile, a nod, a quiet, "I'm fine." But deep down, you feel yourself slipping, silently drowning in the undertow of your own emotions. This, my friend, is the unseen emotional struggle nearly everyone is enduring. And the harsh truth is, most individuals lose this fight. They lash out, they crumble, they react impulsively. Not because they inherently lack strength, but because they were never equipped with the tools to remain composed amidst the storm. You've undoubtedly encountered those rare individuals, the ones who navigate turmoil without a flicker of panic, whose composure remains unbroken even as others descend into chaos. They aren't cold or unfeeling. They are, simply put, emotionally untouchable. And no, this isn't an innate gift. It's a cultivated power. That inner fortress, that unshakable calm, is precisely what we cultivate here at Stoic Alchemist. In this video, we're going to transmute your emotional vulnerability into pure, unyielding control. You'll discover 9 transformative Stoic practices designed to forge authentic, deep-seated internal power. This isn't about faking strength or seeking external validation. It's about claiming a power that needs no revenge, no attention, no approval dot to mark on this journey. Let's internalize a profound truth. As Seneca wisely observed, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. He was unequivocally correct. We dwell, we magnify, we rehearse pain within our minds long before it even materializes. To truly become emotionally untouchable, you must reclaim control from an overactive imagination. Because here's the liberating reality. You are not obligated to absorb every emotional projectile launched your way. You don't have to engage with every provocation. You don't have to shoulder every passing emotion just because it knocks at your door. What you do need is discipline. Not a rigid, robotic discipline that stifles your humanity, but one that liberates your spirit. Stoicism, as we explore on Stoic Alchemist, doesn't advocate for the suppression of emotions. Instead, it teaches you to rise above them, to master them rather than be enslaved by them. It grants you that rare, almost sacred ability to stand amidst utter pandemonium and still consciously choose peace. It reveals how to gracefully disengage without guilt, how to utter nothing and still emerge victorious. Most importantly, it empowers you to win the battle no one else can see. You are not flawed for feeling deeply, but you will remain tethered if you never learn the art of feeling less when necessary. These 9 Stoic habits won't reshape you into someone entirely new. Instead, they will strip away the layers of emotional confusion, external pressure, and inherited reactions, revealing the powerful, authentic version of yourself that has always been waiting to emerge. So, if you've ever found yourself saying, "I just can't let things go," or "Why do I get so emotional?" or "I wish I could remain as calm as others," then this journey is for you. Watch every single second of this video. Do not skip. If these words already resonate with you, please give this video a like right now. Share your insights and reflections in the comments as we proceed. And if you're truly ready to transform into the most resilient version of yourself, subscribe to the Stoic Alchemist channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming explorations. Please also consider sharing this with someone who desperately needs to hear this message. Before we dive in, I want you to affirm this truth in the comments below. I control my emotions. They don't control me. Let's begin. Number 1. Respond as if it's not personal, even when it feels deeply personal. Someone hurls an insult. Someone betrays your trust. Someone disrespects you directly, and you feel that familiar tightening in your chest. The raw instinct is to defend, to retaliate, to correct them. Yet the profound wisdom we explore on Stoic Alchemist teaches us this. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, as Marcus Aurelius wisely penned. What does this mean for us? It means the true source of your hurt isn't always the event itself, but rather the interpretation you apply to it. Most people internalize every slight because their sense of self is fragile. A disagreement feels like an attack. Dislike feels like rejection. Criticism of their work feels like worthlessness. The Stoic practice here, the Stoic Alchemist approach, is to deliberately detach your ego from the present moment, not because it's effortless, but because it is absolutely essential for cultivating inner peace. When someone lashes out, their behavior often reflects their own internal turmoil, not your intrinsic worth. So, instead of reacting emotionally, take a deliberate step back. Pause. Observe the situation as an objective outsider might. Ask yourself, is this truly about me? Could they be projecting their own pain or insecurity? Will this incident hold any significance 24 hours from now? That precious space between the provocation and your chosen response, that is where your freedom resides. For once you stop personalizing every interaction, you unlock an entirely new tier of emotional mastery. You become the kind of individual who listens with a calm demeanor, speaks with measured intent, and refuses to react merely for the sake of it. You don't recoil. You don't erupt. You simply observe, and then you choose to respond from a place of considered strength, not impulsive emotion. And yes, it will be challenging at first, but with consistent practice, your power will grow exponentially. You're not evading conflict. You're mastering the very self that would otherwise be consumed by it. And here's a deeper paradox. When you cease making everything about you, you paradoxically gain greater control over yourself. So, the next time someone attempts to ensnare you in drama, conflict, or emotional entanglement, choose to act as if it's not personal, even if every fiber of your being screams otherwise. Number 2, decelerate your emotional responses. Think in slow motion. You feel the surge anger, anxiety, hurt. It crashes over you all at once. Before your rational mind can even process it, your words escape, sharp and regrettable. A door slams. A connection is severed. 5 minutes later, regret sets in. This is the destructive force of emotional speed. It steals your crucial pause. It propels you from trigger to reaction without allowing for a moment of considered thought. But here at Stoic Alchemist, we learn to counter this. As Marcus Aurelius suggested, make it your habit to consider that men do wrong involuntarily. Slow down. Not just your words, but your judgment, your rising anger, your very reaction time. When someone utters something that stings, ask yourself, does this truly demand an immediate response? What if I allowed myself 24 hours before saying anything? You are not compelled to react to every emotion the instant it surfaces. Your true power lies in the deliberate delay. Our minds are incredibly swift, yes, but profound wisdom is inherently slow. If you aspire to be emotionally untouchable, you must consciously dismantle the emotional speed that undermines your peace. Imagine this scenario. An insult is thrown. You pause. You remain silent. You breathe. You step away. You process it. By the time you decide how to respond, you might discover the incident no longer holds any sway over you. That, my friend, is genuine growth. Emotion often creates a false sense of urgency. Yet, urgency is the sworn enemy of tranquility. What you experience in the initial 10 seconds is frequently mere noise. But if you wait, if you move in slow motion, You grant your mind the space to filter out that noise. You realize that most things don't warrant a response. Most arguments are insidious traps. Most emotions are simply fleeting weather patterns. And this isn't a sign of weakness. It's a testament to your strategic intelligence. It means you prioritize your profound inner peace over fleeting pride. Because true control manifests when you can feel a blaze ignite in your chest, yet still speak with the calm fluidity of water. Let them be loud. Let them cast shadows. Let them rush headlong. You move with deliberate silence. You speak after careful consideration. You react with precise intention. Never panic. This is emotional maturity, and it is what makes you utterly untouchable. So the next time your emotions surge, don't rush to meet them at the door. Let them wait. Let them settle. Let them cool. Then, and only then, you decide what to do, entirely on your terms. For this powerful practice, I invite you to share this affirmation in the comments. I slow down to stay in control. Number 3. Eliminate the need to explain yourself. You feel misunderstood. You feel judged. And your immediate impulse is to explain, to justify your perspective, to prove that you are not what they perceive you to be. Yet here's a fundamental truth from the Stoic Alchemist path. Stoicism doesn't demand that you be understood. It requires you to cultivate peace with being misunderstood. As Marcus Aurelius exhorted, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. You are not indebted to anyone for a performance. Most individuals who demand explanations are not truly listening to comprehend. They are waiting for a perceived weakness. And even if you deliver the most impeccable explanation, they will still twist it to fit their narrative. This is precisely why the habit of not explaining yourself is so profoundly empowering. It doesn't imply a lack of honesty. It means you've mastered the art of letting your actions speak volumes beyond any defense. You don't need to explain your evolution. You embody it. You don't need to justify your silence. You protect it. You don't need to defend every choice. You own it completely. Because truthfully, if someone genuinely values you, an explanation isn't necessary. And if they don't, no explanation will ever suffice. So, why deplete your precious energy attempting to win approval in a world that often thrives on your insecurity? People will construct narratives about you, regardless of what you say. Let them misunderstand. Let them speculate. Let them whisper. And you continue to grow. You continue to heal. You continue to advance. Every precious second you spend justifying yourself to someone whose mind is already made up is a second ruthlessly stolen from your own peace. So speak less, achieve more. Let your life itself be your most eloquent response. This isn't arrogance, it is profound self-respect. For when you cease needing to explain yourself, you finally taste true freedom. Freedom from needing permission. Freedom from the relentless pursuit of approval. Freedom from being emotionally manipulated by the opinions of others. You know precisely who you are. You know unequivocally what you stand for. And you don't require an audience to affirm your reality. So, stop diminishing yourself to soothe others' discomfort. Stop trying to translate your inherent worth into mere words. Your internal peace requires no subtitles. Number 4. Construct an impenetrable inner wall. You enter a space, and you immediately sense the atmospheric shift. An eye roll. A dismissive scoff at your idea. You smile outwardly, but something inside you splinters. You spend the entire night replaying the moment. This happens because many people navigate life emotionally exposed, raw, wide open, vulnerable in all the wrong ways. You might not outwardly show it, but deep within, every glance, every word, every subtle rejection strikes too deeply. And that's not weakness. It's simply being human. But here is the extraordinary offering of Stoicism, a cornerstone of Stoic Alchemist. A wall, not a physical barrier of stone, but an inner fortification of inviolable boundaries. Marcus Aurelius once articulated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. In essence, others can utter what they wish, but they cannot infiltrate your core unless you grant them entry. So, how does one erect this inner wall? You make the unwavering decision that your peace is simply not open for public debate. You cease outsourcing your self-worth to individuals who don't even respect themselves. You stop seeking emotional validation from those who have no genuine concern for your well-being. This wall is meticulously constructed in silence. It is built each time you choose not to react to provocation. Each time you allow someone's judgment to slide off your soul like water off a duck's back. Each time you quietly affirm to yourself, that energy does not belong to me. You don't have to harden your heart. You simply have to vigilantly protect your spirit. And no, this isn't about pretending things don't sting. It's about consciously choosing what gains access to your precious mental landscape. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Your mind is sacred territory. Not everyone merits entry. Not everyone deserves a reaction. Not everyone should hold the key to your emotional well-being. So, begin this profound practice. When someone attempts to guilt trip you, visualize your invisible wall rising. When someone gaslights you, feel the solidity of that wall. When someone belittles you, allow that wall to absorb the impact so you don't have to. The world will relentlessly test you, but that doesn't mean you must continue to bleed. You grow stronger with every instance you allow negativity to pass by without internalizing it. You don't cease caring. You simply cease collapsing. And the more you fortify that inner wall, the more you transform into someone who cannot be fractured. From the outside, let them chatter. Let them judge. Let them prod. You possess a wall now. And it is forged from peace, from truth, and from unwavering discipline. To solidify this practice, affirm it in the comments. I protect my peace behind invisible walls. Number 5. Train for disrespect as a soldier trains for combat. No one explicitly tells you this, but if you genuinely seek emotional mastery, you must anticipate disrespect, because it will come from acquaintances, from colleagues, from anonymous figures online, even from those you have most profoundly helped. And when it strikes, you are presented with two distinct choices. 1. Be caught off guard, deeply wounded, and react defensively. Or 2. Be prepared, well-trained, and utterly calm. Stoicism, the philosophy we champion on Stoic Alchemist, unequivocally champions the second path. Marcus Aurelius, in his morning reflections, would remind himself, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be arrogant, deceitful, envious, ungrateful. Why would he embrace such a seemingly negative anticipation? Because it isn't negativity. It's profound emotional preparedness. You don't prepare for unending peace. You prepare for potential challenges, so that when peace is inevitably disrupted, you do not shatter alongside it. You desire to be emotionally untouchable? Then expect the unfair blows. Expect to be misconstrued. Expect to be treated unjustly. When these occurrences unfold, you will not flinch. You will respond with the measured composure of a soldier who has already drilled for this very scenario. Because here is the uncomfortable truth few wish to acknowledge. Disrespect is an inherent part of the human experience. It is not personal. It is a test. And those who pass this test are not the loudest nor the toughest. They are the calmest. You do not win by lashing back. You win by remaining utterly unmoved. Consider it thus. Someone hurls a stone at you. You could hurl it back. Or You could allow it to strike your armor and watch it fall harmlessly to the ground. Your armor is forged from self-worth, from the unwavering knowledge that your value remains undiminished simply because someone else fails to perceive it. You don't need to shout to prove your worth. You don't need to explain that you deserve better treatment. You simply stand firm, like a sentinel in a storm. Each time someone disrespects you, use it as an opportunity to refine your response. Remain quiet, stand tall, stay centered. You will observe a fascinating phenomenon. Those who cannot shake your composure will either begin to respect you, or they will become frustrated and retreat. Either way, you emerge victorious. And no, it won't always feel fair. But that is precisely why you are training. Not for comfort, not for accolades, but for absolute mastery of the self. That, my friend, is what makes you emotionally untouchable. Number 6, cease striving to. You find yourself in a low place, overwhelmed. Perhaps anxiety gnaws at you, or heartbreak, or profound exhaustion. And like most, your immediate instinct is to seek relief, a distraction, a motivational video, an endless scroll through social media. A fleeting fix that provides momentary comfort, but leaves you feeling even emptier afterward. Why? Because the core issue isn't that you need to feel better. You need to think better. As Marcus Aurelius so profoundly put it, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Emotions are not the adversary, but relying solely on transient emotions to feel okay, that is where we falter. The Stoics, whose wisdom we champion on Stoic Alchemist, understood this intimately. Feelings are like waves upon the ocean, but our thoughts are the ship. You cannot control every emotional wave that crashes into you, but you absolutely can train your thinking to prevent yourself from drowning. This means that instead of obsessively asking, "Why do I feel this way?" you pivot and ask, "What thought generated this feeling?" Perhaps your anger stems from an expectation unmet. Perhaps your sadness arises from a belief that something should have unfolded differently. In both instances, it is the underlying thought that created the pain. So, rather than attempting to numb the emotion, consciously change the mental filter through which you perceive it. The moment you shift your focus from merely feeling to consciously thinking, you unlock unparalleled emotional clarity. You cease chasing fleeting highs. You lose your fear of the inevitable lows. You transcend into an observer of your own mind, no longer its victim. Here's a practical Stoic Alchemist exercise. When an intense emotion surfaces, do not attempt to escape it. Do not immediately try to fix it. Instead, sit with it. Identify the specific thought behind it. Then, ask yourself, is this thought truly wise, or is it merely loud? Most of our suffering isn't caused by objective reality. It's caused by unexamined thoughts that we never bother to challenge. You don't need another emotional escape. You need mental discipline. Train yourself to think with clarity, and inner peace will naturally follow. Train yourself to think slowly, and anxiety will lose its suffocating grip. Train yourself to think deeply, and your emotions will begin to serve you rather than work against you. Feelings are signals, yes, but thinking is your steering wheel. So, stop chasing the next thing that makes you feel better and start diligently building the kind of mind that makes you be better. That, my friends, is the essence of what we teach here on Stoic Alchemist. Number 7, do not attach profound meaning to every single feeling. You awaken with a surge of anxiety. You feel out of sorts, low, frustrated. Immediately, your mind begins its incessant analysis. What's wrong with me? Why am I experiencing this? Something dreadful must be about to happen. Yet here's a crucial truth that often goes unsaid. Not every single feeling needs to carry profound meaning. Some emotions are simply transient energy shifts, biochemical fluctuations, the internal weather within your body. You don't always have to weave them into an elaborate narrative. As Epictetus wisely taught, it's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. This timeless principle applies equally to our internal emotions. We suffer more, not because we feel too much, but because we overinterpret what we feel. You might simply be tired. You might be hungry. You might just be profoundly human. But instead, your mind insists on attaching meaning. I'm not productive enough. Something is inherently broken within me. I am failing at life. That, my friends, is no longer pure emotion. It is judgment piled upon emotion. The Stoic Alchemist practice is elegantly simple. Observe, but do not attach. You can experience sadness without labeling yourself as broken. You can feel anxiety without automatically assuming impending doom. You can feel frustration without transforming it into a moral flaw. Treat your emotions like clouds drifting across the sky. Notice their presence. Acknowledge them. Accept them. But crucially, do not assign them defining labels. Because when you master this, when you cease transforming every fleeting feeling into a defining narrative, you gain immense freedom. You realize that some feelings arrive without a discernible reason, and some feelings simply do not merit a reaction. You are absolutely permitted to feel off today and still be perfectly okay. You can tell yourself, I feel a bit low today, and that's perfectly fine. I don't fully understand why, but I will allow it to pass. This feeling does not define who I am. Detach yourself from the need for external meaning, and your emotions will lose their power to drag you into internal chaos. This is precisely how you forge genuine resilience, not by becoming emotionless, but by steadfastly refusing to allow every passing emotion to rewrite your fundamental identity. Allow your feelings to exist. Allow them to flow through you. But crucially, do not hand them the pen to write your life story. That sacred task belongs solely to you. You choose what truly defines you. And rest assured, a fleeting feeling is never the whole truth of who you are. For this liberating truth, please drop this affirmation in the comments. I feel emotions, but I don't let them define me. Number 8. Deliberately expose yourself to silence and discomfort. Most people struggle with stillness. The instant silence descends, they instinctively reach for noise music, phones, social media, anything to fill the void. Yet that very void, that profound gap, is precisely where your inner power flourishes. The truth is, silence and discomfort are not your adversaries. They are your most potent training grounds. Epictetus wisely stated, difficulties show what men are. So when adversity strikes, view it as an opportunity for profound training. Consider this. You aspire to be emotionally unshakable, a true Stoic alchemist of the self. Then you must intentionally step into those spaces that most people frantically flee from. Here's the critical reason why. When you consistently practice sitting in silence, you become intimately aware of your true thoughts, not merely the superficial ones buried beneath endless distractions. When you purposefully practice confronting discomfort, whether it's hunger, profound loneliness, or outright rejection, you systematically build a tolerance that no motivational quote can ever provide. Because here's the reality most choose to ignore. Genuine growth does not blossom from comfort. True peace does not emerge from escaping pain. It is cultivated by courageously walking into the metaphorical fire without fear. Not to suffer, but to train your inner resolve. Dedicate 10 minutes each day to silence. No phone, no music, no external distractions, just you and the rhythm of your own breath. Your thoughts will likely scream at first, clamoring for attention. But over time, they will gradually quieten. And when they do, you will perceive genuine clarity. Then, deliberately practice discomfort. Take cold showers. Consciously say no when every fiber of your being wants to people please. Sit with cravings instead of immediately indulging them. Speak your truth, even when your voice trembles. These seemingly small acts profoundly rewire your brain. They transmit a powerful message. I do not require comfort to feel secure. They teach you that discomfort will not annihilate you. It refines you. And once you are no longer gripped by the fear of silence or pain, you become truly untouchable. Because no one can manipulate you with loneliness, external pressure, or manufactured chaos. You have already trained in these conditions. That is precisely what the ancient Stoics practiced. They deliberately embraced poverty, rejection, hunger, and stillness, not from a place of weakness, but from an unyielding desire to be perpetually ready. So, purposefully practice being uncomfortable. Not for show, not as punishment, but because every single time you endure without succumbing to panic, you construct the impenetrable emotional armor that others can only pretend to possess. Number 9. Analyze every emotional lapse like a meticulous detective. You lose your composure. You utter something in a fit of anger. You spiral into self-doubt. What is your immediate course of action afterward? Most individuals either succumb to guilt or, even worse, deliberately ignore it. But genuine emotional mastery isn't about achieving a state of never slipping. It is about extracting profound wisdom from every single fall. As Seneca eloquently put it, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. So, when your emotions momentarily take the reins, make it your sacred duty to study that moment. Become a meticulous detective of your own inner landscape. Ask yourself, what specifically triggered me in that instance? What underlying belief did I unconsciously hold in that very moment? What alternative action could I have taken? Treat each emotional outburst not as a personal failure, but as invaluable data. Because every single time you react impulsively, a part of yourself that still requires attention, still requires growth, is being illuminated. Let's imagine someone said something disrespectful and you exploded in frustration. Instead of immediately justifying your reaction, study it. Perhaps your true emotional trigger wasn't their words at all. Perhaps it was a deeply held belief that you are not respected unless you immediately retaliate. That, my friend, is not their fault. That is your inner work. This is the very habit that catalyzes authentic, lasting change. Every reaction becomes a profound lesson. Every misstep becomes a crucial message, and you absolutely must record it. Yes, physically journal it. When you meticulously review your emotional patterns, just like a detective sifting through clues, you will pinpoint precisely which environments destabilize you, which individuals trigger you the most profoundly, and what thoughts consistently sow chaos within your mind. Awareness is indeed power, because what you truly understand, you possess the capacity to transform. And soon, you will begin to catch yourself before the full reaction even takes hold. You will feel the emotion begin to rise. But instead of becoming consumed by it, you will observe it. You will quietly say, "Ah, this familiar pattern again." And then you will breathe. You will pause. You will redirect your energy. That, my friends, is the profound elegance of Stoicism. It is not about reaching an unattainable perfection. It is about making consistent progress with laser-like precision. You do not become emotionally untouchable by ignoring your emotions. You become truly untouchable by understanding them more intimately than anyone else ever will. So cease judging yourself for minor slips and instead begin studying your patterns as if your very life depends on it. Because for your peace, it absolutely does. To seal this final practice, I want you to affirm this truth in the comments. Every reaction is my roadmap to greater control. In a world that increasingly thrives on chaos, on rage, and on ceaseless noise, calm is an act of profound rebellion. It is a quiet revolution that unfolds deep within your own being. You have now journeyed through 9 potent Stoic habits. If practiced daily, these aren't just protective shields for your peace. They are alchemical agents that will transform you, not into someone devoid of feeling, but into someone profoundly powerful, because you will cease being jerked around by every external trigger. You will stop handing your precious emotional power to those who do not deserve it. You will cease collapsing every time life's symphony turns loud and dissonant. Instead, you will move with an intrinsic stillness. You will respond with profound wisdom. You will carry silence not as a burden, but as a sharpened sword. And people will notice. They will wonder why they cannot provoke you. They will be subtly unsettled by your serene peace. They will sense something they don't expect from a calm individual, a quiet, almost intimidating power. That, my friends, is the magnetic force of inner peace. It does not scream for attention. It does not beg for validation. It simply is. You are not called to dominate others. You are called to master yourself. And when you achieve that, you will become the most formidable kind of individual. The one who feels deeply, but is guided by reason. The one who walks through life's fiercest storms with dry feet. The one who never merely reacts, but always responds with intentionality. Let the world chase fleeting attention. You, a true Stoic alchemist, choose unwavering discipline. Let the world fragment. Around you, you remain whole. This is not merely a set of practices. This is your new, profound way of life. If this video has resonated with you, please like it, comment on your key takeaways, and share it with someone you know who truly needs to hear this empowering message. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Stoic Alchemist channel right now to continue your journey of inner transformation. Finally, let's seal this commitment with one last affirmation. Drop this in the comments below. My calm is my power.